deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Hey, Christy. Give me a second here. Where's the sound? Okay. I want to make sure over here. Okay. Hi, Seclusion. Hi, Rosie. Wise old lady. Sabrina. I haven't caught a live in a while. I haven't done them in a while. I've been doing them more recently, but hi, Pink. Hi, Eve. Hi, Casey Farms. Well, this one here, we're going to go over who's been going around to the different panels on Tammie's and Mandy's following the last 2 or 3 lives over on Tammie's Truecrime channel. Whoever joins tonight, I'll end up putting in the description. I invited a few people. We'll see if they make it here. Tammie will be here. Hi, Emily. It has been a while. So she's been covering one of the interviews we've done. I don't know if it's the first interview or if we're on to like the second or so interview. But this call I've had on private for a while. I have a lot of stuff on private that's been on private for a long time. You know how they said if you want to be in their good graces, you basically cater to what they want. So if they wanted something on private, of course I did that. Well, this call was one of them. So, and it goes along with, I mean, everything that we've been covering on Tammie's the last 2 or 3 lives. Hey, Uncle Surf. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see who came in here earlier. Hi, Autumn, if you're in here still. Rhonda. Rosie Mae. Sissy, a.k.a. Silly Rabbit. Patty. Angel Girl was in here earlier. Cypher Owl was in here. Bum Fluff. I'm going to wait till Tammie gets up. He should be in here in a little bit, but... Oh. Ravens and Crow, it's good to see you. I know I started a few early instead of fashionably late as usual. So let's see, what's this one here? It is from, so I streamed it September 3rd, but this call was Tuesday morning, August 31st, 2021. Okay? It says here this was 72 hours into the new dawn that I got to see the morning after that call Dawn had me on about Candace tripping, about cops coming to arrest them. And I didn't understand because all he had done was called into my YouTube show. And it was, well, I think I had said I had turned something in, or cops came up anyways on that live. I'll have to find that live too. And Candace, I think, was a little drunk or high or both. And she heard something completely different. She had heard that I had called the cops and they were coming for Dawn. That's the call where she said, I know damn well what she said. She said, "You done it now, Donnie. I didn't even have to do it. Cher done it for me." About him getting arrested on whatever happened with Summer. That made no sense to me. I'm like, what? Because he called into a YouTube live for a minute or two? Like, he's going to jail for that? That doesn't make sense, right? So what else would she be worried about? Um, Don goes ahead and lies for Candace because he knew that didn't look good in what I heard. And his lie isn't any better. It goes from Candace thinking I called the cops and was having him arrested for what happened to Summer too. Oh no, Candace said she was having me arrested. Oh, because that's much better. That's not what was said, but okay, we'll let him go with that lie too, because it's still not looking good for him. Blonde by June. Use some blue this time. Maybe, is it T14 on there if you go orange? But you probably have natural red tones. You'll need some blue. No, yeah, blue for orange. Right? Purple for yellow? Yeah, I think that's right. You were blonde in Montreal? Nice. Of course, spread love, not hate. Of course. How can we forget about Summer? Okay. So. Okay. So, okay, who's been watching over on Tammie's? Hi, Phoebe, Australia. Give me a thumbs up or yes, or you've seen it, whatever. But who's been watching Tammie's last couple shows while we go over one of the interviews that I've done? Well, Mark and I done with Dawn. Hi, Colleen. Cypher, good to see you again. Yes, you've been over there, Sinister, that's for sure. Hi, Moonshadow. Happy Sunday evening. Hi, Lola. So this was, when did I say okay. Let me get off the full screen here. Let me see that again. So this live, I went live with the call. It's right. So I pre-recorded Dawn, like I recorded our phone calls. So this wasn't live, but I went live with the phone call. So this phone call happened. Again, Summer Moon, Utah Wells went missing June 15th, 2021. This phone call is from August 31st, which was a Tuesday morning, it says. So I've been talking to Dawn for about 6-7 weeks at this point. Hi, Lake. Can I get a link to her channel? Yes, let me get that right now. Let me get that for you. It'd be easier if I do it this way. Everyone up here will be added to the description after. I just don't know who all will show up, and I want to make sure I get everyone in there if they do. You could definitely find them in my featured channel or area, though. Family Matters, it says. Why am I not? Dun, dun, dun. Search filters, and we want channel. Okay. What the hell? Oh, I know. I shared her out last night, I think. It's weird when I search for certain people, I cannot freaking find them. Okay, there she is. Share, copy link. Find myself. There I am. Okay, here we go. Hi, Sally. Is it? Well, it is fairly true. I mean, this call did be played live over 3 years ago now. 3 years ago now. Yeah, over 3 years ago now. And it's been private for, oh gosh, at least probably 2 years now. Year and a half, maybe? I don't know, but it's been private for some time. Okay, so here's Tammie's channel. Let me see if I can pin that real quick. Tammie Barnes, True Crime. Barnes and Noble Crime Time. In case nobody told you today, you are loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason, you're stronger than you think, you're going to get through this. Don't give up, you matter. Facts, Opal, thank you. Hi, Sue Lawson. She ran calling wildfire. That's quite the name, I like that. Hi, Sherry Lynn. Hi, Bet Smith, Diana. Okay, let me see if I can pull this back up here. Let's see here.
Maybe I put it on the kitchen table. We can wait a minute. So I wanted to get into how, Monday night, everyone freaked out. Candace freaked out, and she thought I was calling the cops to turn them in, is what she had said, right?
This is the call. Dawn had called me on speakerphone, and Candace didn't know I was on the call, and she was pissed that he had just called into my live stream. Hey, Sammy. Oh, shit, and I boot myself always.
Right? So I'm calling the cops to turn them in, but the only thing that had happened was Dawn spoke on our YouTube channel.
Right, okay.
So
yeah.
Again, I want to put in people's heads, what do you think she could be so afraid of? And you can say, well, she just didn't want you talking to her husband, blah, blah, blah. But it was so much more than that. She didn't want him talking to me because she didn't want anything slipping. So, and then
let's say, okay, she didn't want me talking to her husband, whatever. Why was she saying, look, you just did it now, I didn't even have to do it. Cher done it for me. Dumbass. Right? Why? That doesn't quite add up. YouTube keeps kicking you off too. I boot myself because all of the buttons. I am not very savvy with this. Right, Emily? It doesn't quite add up, right? That doesn't really make sense. Okay. Oh.
And Monday night, when she heard that I called the police or that I went to the police for a whole separate situation, she automatically had thought that I called to turn.
What did I go to the police for? I hope I say more than this. What?
Turn her in. That I called the police flipping. So,
what did I call the police on? There was so many times I had called the law and the TBI while we were all conversating like we were, Just sticking with your OGs. I feel that. I don't know who the new creators are, but I mean, hey, if they're bringing attention to her name, So be it.
And then Monday night, when she heard on that, she didn't want him talking to me because
Guilty
she
conscience.
didn't want anything slipping. So, and then Monday night, when she heard that I called the police on, or that I went to the police for a whole separate situation, she automatically had thought that I called to turn her in. That was her words that I heard. I don't have to turn you in. Cher already did that. So
see.
turn you in for what? Because all he did was call me, and we live streamed him on YouTube. So that wouldn't be any reason at all for police to come and arrest both of them, or Dawn, or whatever, or turn them in, like, for what, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah, see, I'm remembering this very well. This is ridiculous. I had so much stuff on private, you guys. I forget that I had a private list. I don't. So I'm like going through it. This is the first one I started listening to, and it just so happened to be exactly what we've been covering on Tammie's the last couple lives. I'm like, okay, well, we're unprivating this for sure. I'm going to unprivate everything I have on private because, yeah, I forgot about all that. Hi, base girl. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You're not getting arrested for calling into YouTube, a YouTube show. It's not happening. I do have some Robin and SDA stuff privated as well. A lot of it, actually. Yeah. It's all going to be coming out the vault now. Because fuck them people. Right? Sorry, but that's how I feel. Hi, Blue Bella. Yeah, I know everyone's preoccupied and worried about Sebastian right now. So a bunch of us have just been keeping up on Summer because we do have new people around the Summer case. I think it is important. And I also don't want them to get too comfortable with that and think, oh, they forgot about us. We're in the clear now. No, you're not. Nice try. What does Justin say? Mother clucker. Oh, for sure. I mean, as soon as I unprivate it, everyone will know. And I mean, use what you need. Anyone's welcome to use it. I don't strike people. Yeah, ain't that the truth, Cypher? We know the adults never will tell the truth. Summer needs found. Prayers for Summer. Prayers for justice. Does Don B have new info? Has Don B not sat there for almost 4 years now claiming he's got new info and arrests are coming? People are going to jail. Not to be mean, but I mean, come on. You just go watch through all his videos and watch how many times he says he's got new info and that arrests are being made, and here we are today. But nada, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, maybe he does know more. He does live locally, but I'll believe it when I see it type of situation. That cult, though. Yeah, we don't call it the church. That shit is a cult through and through. Absolutely. Weird vibes. I don't know what to think about this situation anymore. This has been so intense, the whole case. I just hope that all of the missing kids and people will be found and justice served. I so wish that to be true. Hey, squibs. There you go. But you know that's exactly what they're hoping for, right? Yes, Mugetto. I love the people that remember that because I got hell for saying that, but they knew exactly what I meant because it caused a little stir when I said that. I think I said it. Yeah, I think I said it right too, Don. You would think, Nancy. However, I hate to say this, but parents abusing their children, you'd be shocked at how little time you get for that. I think there's a reason they've held off on providing alcohol and abusing minors. I do think that there will one day be court stuff over this, and I think that they're going to try and save everything for then, to add everything to get the most time for these SOBs as possible. That's the only thing I can think of. I've seen where they did that in other cases, because if they charge them for the little things now, they will be still out in just a little bit of time. Unfortunately, that's freaking true. Just how it goes, unfortunately, in so many states. That's how it goes. And, well, we kind of see how Tennessee is. So I'm really hoping that that's all being saved for a later time to nail them with everything they can at one time. That's the hope I'm holding on to anyway. I don't know if you guys remember Making a Murderer, Stephen Avery, where he had a lot of people telling the law and people wanting to press charges on him being inappropriate with his minor niece and other minors. And, you know, it wasn't until I think last year on the new Making a Murderer special documentary that Candace Owens did that they released a lot more of that. And it was, that's one of the cases where they could have nailed him on sexual abuse charges and molesting minors and all of that. They could have nailed him with that on a lot of charges, but they waited. They waited till they got him for Teresa Hall back, and then they added all of that on top. Because they're like, well, if he's already going to be going, if we can get him on murder, we got him. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's kind of sick. And that's Wisconsin, too. So a lot of sick shit kind of goes unfiled there as well. Human conditioning, that's a good way. Yeah. I hadn't really thought of that. You have so much knowledge about this case. I believe you will break the case. I don't think I will. It's going to take a lot of... No, it will never be me or just me. It's going to be a lot of people helping and not giving up. That's what it's going to take. Not letting these mofos get too comfortable and thinking they're getting away. Although if they do get too comfortable, that's when they will slip up. There is a lot of theories, Grannies. I have a few theories. I do think... I'll just say I don't think that Summer's alive. I do think Dawn's... a part of it. I do think she was being abused in every which way you can think of. I think that's true. And I do think that she absolutely has been handed off to get a fix for one or both of them a time or two. With what Dawn has admitted, I think there was, again, all kinds of abuse happening in that home, which is obvious because her 3 brothers were removed, and you don't just get kids removed because you have a missing child. Where have we seen that happen before? And it wasn't because they said, oh, come and get them, they're not safe here because we got YouTubers running around. That's fucking lies too. So I do think Tim Mullen knows. I think the cult knows. I think that there should be several people locked up for what happened, because I really don't think that she's on Earth anymore. Allegedly, in my opinion, of course. I watched these people on video call get calls and tips and maybe possible sightings where they just already knew automatically that, you know, they didn't break down excited that could be summer. Oh my gosh, they already knew it wasn't going to be summer, which really fucked with me mentally to see that happen time and time again while I'm on a video call with them, and Candace getting phone calls with possible sightings of her daughter, and they're just like, nope, it's not her. Let's keep drinking, smoking. Okay, so that told me quite everything right there that I needed to know. The latest on Nicole Kessinger. I have seen something with Nicole Kessinger, but I didn't really look at it. I just can't do that right now, you guys. Just don't bring me back to the Watts Island right now. Although I am always peeping about it because, well, Nicole Kessinger got away with murder. Let's be real. Hey, Mandy. He did say moonshine. Oh, yeah. He said that very early on. You're right. Ellie gets one shot at conviction. Right, like, high wandering. And Don said to me, no body, no crime. Why the fuck would you say that? They're never going to find the evidence because there isn't any. Are you serious right now? Look how fast they found Maddie Soto. You know, there's a show on Netflix that Mark and I were browsing through and just watching. Like on Netflix, it'll play like, you know, a little trailer of each show if you want to watch it or whatever to try and entice you to watch it. And there's this one that's about 4 children that got lost somehow. I think there's like maybe a plane crash or something, but the 4 children survived it and lived and were found fine. For 40 days they were lost in like the rainforest or jungle something, and they were found perfectly fine. How the hell is that possible, but we can't find Summer or Sebastian? Like, that's gotta tell you right there, there's something seriously wrong. It's not adding up. Not at all. And now we've all got to witness them all lying through their teeth. For almost 4 years, we've all got to watch that, you know, a few hours a week anyway. Right, Sherry. That's why I think they absolutely had someone smarter involved in helping. Like, why does a Tim Mullen insert himself? What is a Robin Lane getting out of lying for them? Ask yourself that, really. And they don't just stick their necks out on the line to protect someone like a Don and Candace either, right? So what that tells me is, what do they have to hide? What are they trying to help cover? So much deeper than just Don and Candace, because we don't have these people putting their necks on the line, making themselves suspects for Don and fucking Candace for no reason. It doesn't make sense to me. They don't have the money for that shit, for anyone to want to do that shit. They're not a Chris and Katie Proudfoot. Let's rewind this a minute here. I want to hear this again. Hold on.
The call in to turn her. She didn't want anything slipping. Blah blah blah. But it was so much. Was Dawn spoke on our YouTube channel. Maybe I put it on the kitchen table.
Okay, hold on. What do you want to say again?
So I wanted to get into how, you know, Monday night, everyone freaked out. Candace freaked out, and she thought I was calling the cops to turn them in, is what she had said, right? So I'm calling the cops to turn them in. But the only thing that had happened was Dawn spoke on our YouTube channel. So again, I want to put in people's heads, like, what do you think she could be so afraid of? And you can say, well, she just didn't want you talking to her husband, blah, blah, blah. But it was so much more than that. She didn't want him talking to me because she didn't want anything slipping. So, and then Monday night when she heard that I called the police or that I went to the police for a whole separate situation, she automatically had thought that I called to turn her in. That was her words that I heard. I don't have to turn you in. Cher already did that.
Oh yeah, I
So
think the boys
turn you
know
in for what?
Bella.
Because all he did was call me, and we live streamed him on YouTube. So that wouldn't be any reason.
Hey sis.
Hello, how are you?
I'm gonna wait till you hear this call and how it's literally gonna tie your last couple shows up perfectly with a nice little bow out of Dawn's own mouth.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you might want to
Kat.
go over this on one of your next shows too, because it will tie everything up nicely. It was the first one I had on private that I unprivated and listened to, and I was like, holy shit, and I think I texted you. Like, I just found the call.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Which is so weird, like, listening to it back that way. And forgetting that we have,
Do
as
you
creators,
remember
a whole privated section. And yeah,
Yeah.
when,
Yeah.
you know, there was a first round, Dawn was made to stop talking. And then when we started talking again, I think it was Candace felt more comfortable if I had certain things private, or I privated them to make, you know, them more comfortable, whatever. So we're gonna start
Right.
unprivating these
Yeah.
because I find them very interesting. I
You
listened
think you
about,
forgot about it?
oh yeah, because I forgot about it.
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. He had to have. Is it West Virginia Mountain Mama? It's been a while since I've watched anything about this case. Wasn't there a mortician that the family knew? Oh, well, I don't know, but the flute guy like owned or was a mortician or something like that, or worked at a funeral home or something like that. Yeah, the guy who plays the flute and the full moon midnight or whatever he said. Freaking weirdo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I've got
Very
the
weird.
call with Dawn telling me, well, I don't know, he just came to our church, got to know Summer, and then left and married some girl. What do you mean, got to know Summer? And then left.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird to say. Wouldn't you have gotten to know everybody at church? Not just
You would
Summer?
think. Got to know the church and then found a girl from a different church and left with her and got married. Not got to know Summer and then left and married a girl from a different church, or however you said it. Yeah, well, it's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
You know, the church with the big, feely, touchy pastor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin for sure dirty deleted that too. I wouldn't say real quick. I was going to say real quick, but no, it wasn't real quick. Yeah, he did the cremation. Something. No, she waited till just weeks ago to dirty delete. That is pretty weird.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
been hearing this so far? Or do you want me to rewind a little bit? So this is...
I haven't. No. I just now got on here.
Okay, I'll rewind it a little. It's just a couple seconds and then it goes into the call. But this is from... So I did this live stream where I played the call because remember I was recording phone calls. So I went live with this phone call September 3rd, but this call happened August 31st, 2021. On Tuesday morning, August 31st, 2021. And I guess the Monday night right before this call, Tuesday morning, I did a live, so I'm going to have to go back in this. It would have been So I'll have to go back and I'll find that live. It might be privated, so it would have been the live right a couple days before September 3rd. So I'll find that and see what the hell went on over there. But Dawn had called in and it made Candace mad. Cops were mentioned by me, I guess, and all hell broke loose, as they like to say.
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
they all thought that Dawn was getting arrested after that. And Candace had said, Cher's done it for me. I don't even got to do it. You're a dumbass. You're going to jail. You're going to prison. And all he had done was called into my YouTube channel. And you're going to hear how he covers for Candace in this, which still doesn't look good for him. But he knows what I heard. And he's trying to cover it up, which is why he's calling me early the Tuesday morning like, oh, shit. This is not good. Let me call Cher and manipulate and try and distract her from what happened and lie about it. But even the lie doesn't sound good. But what he says isn't true. What I'm saying is what was said. You guys will just have to believe that. I'm hoping it got picked up on a live stream in the background. But you're going to believe, you're going to believe whatever. But even his lie that he covers up and says, well, no, it was Candace who was going to turn me in. That doesn't sound much better. Because again,
Is it because you caught him off guard? Is it his lie so bad?
No, Candace had no clue I was on the phone. He had called me because there was times he would call me because he would call me and pick fights with Candace. I think in a way that was him. For me, okay, tell me if this makes sense. There was one night I went off on Candace for the first time and people were very mad at me because I called her every name in the book. And so Don had called me. A lot of times he would call me and put me on speakerphone, basically like shh, 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 and like listen. And he would belittle Candace without Candace knowing I'm on the phone, or pick fights with her and call her names like I had just called her the night prior. It got fucking weird, you guys, okay? Like, that made me feel weird. I don't even know what to say about that really, but like, why is he doing that? I don't know, like, to impress me, to somewhat manipulate me. Like, I don't know what's going on there. It's a real mind fuck. It's really weird because so many things. I'm like, what is really going on here? So, no, Candace didn't know, again, as Dawn would do, that I was on the phone. And she was pissed at him for calling into my show. And I guess I mentioned cops and Candace was drunk or high or both. And she was like, oh my God, Cher, you just done, I don't even have to do it. Cher just done it for me. Which, in my mind, like, I heard what I heard, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, and this all went to TBI, which is why I was later to stream it, because I gave it to TBI for a few days. And yes, they did haul him in, because I got the you bitch call a few times after calling TBI.
But they kept talking to you. That's what amazes me, is just the few times
It's so weird.
The few times that you called TBI and they knew you did it, they still talked to you.
Well, Dawn did, but Candace did not like me after that.
Yeah.
But there were times even after that, she wanted me to go to war for her and lie for her and her mom, you know. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm glad they did. I'm glad they kept talking. But it's just weird.
But again, like, he's not getting arrested or going to jail for calling into YouTube. They wanted him calling YouTube, and they for sure wanted him calling into my channel. I know for sure they were listening. Right. They told me they were. Keep him talking as long as you are comfortable, is what the head agent Hannah told me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want him to talk. That's how they find stuff out.
So I'm going to rewind this a little bit just so you can hear, like, what I was saying. Oh, Justin's going to join too. Woo, woo. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's Justin. Yay, Justin.
Hello.
You're so
just
busy.
Give me 1 second, okay? Just give me 1 second, okay?
Okay. Now we're just waiting for Mandy. Miss
Hi,
Mandy.
sweet Eve. How are you?
Hello. 1 second.
Okay, I'm going to rewind a bit here. Let's see.
Not all because me because only thing that it has whatever, money for that. Maybe I put it on the kitchen.
Okay, we'll leave it there and we'll wait for Justin to come back. Hi, Nurse Sandy. Yes, Mimi. It is a free way and the best way to help your favorite channels out. Hit that thumbs up and share us out. Thank you. I'll be adding everyone that joins panel in the description as soon as we end this live, but you can find them in my featured area, which is called Family Matters. Everyone's channels is on there. Wasn't sure who all would be able to make it, so.
Yeah, it's just, you never know what's going on when you get ready to go live and do.
Yeah, and everyone's so darn busy and
Okay.
with their real lives and Sebastian stuff every day, new stuff coming out, so.
Sunday night's a madhouse here. It's getting ready for school week and work week and all the above.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I knew I was kind of going to wait until maybe Tuesday, but I had tonight off actually, so I was like, okay, I'm going to do it tonight. So
It's always crazy. It
joining.
doesn't matter. It's always something, so.
Always something. Hi, ICU.
Hi, Justin. How
Miss
you doing?
Justice. Hi, Missing
How you
PNW.
doing?
Let me mod you so you can also share your channel link out, which is very important in the Michael Vaughn case.
PNW, she's killing it over there. She's doing a good job.
I'm not always chatting, but I am watching a lot when I'm at work, and thank you for what you're doing. Let me find here. Hold up, wait a minute. That can't be right. Am I live right now?
You're live.
That's what I thought. It's not showing me live. Oh, there I
Last
am.
night he did that to me too because I was in StreamYard and I'm like, I know I'm live because it's showing me I'm live.
Yeah, but it said I was live 7 hours ago just now. I'm like, no, I wasn't.
Well, when I went back in there, I had changed it from unlisted to public because I had made it, and I had went in and saved it for when I wanted to put it, and I went back and changed it from unlisted to public, and then when I went live, nobody knew it because it was still unlisted.
I have done that so many times. I will not do it unlisted anymore. I try to remind myself because it won't send the notification out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. I'm like, dang it.
Hi, Mimi.
Yeah.
Hi, Blue Eyes. Junipers.
So Mandy was up in StreamYard, and I had to leave her in StreamYard and go out and come back in and make it where it would be private or be public that way. It was a pain in the butt.
So, Justin, I have a bunch of stuff that I forget that we as creators, we have private listings that we can put things on private.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I have a lot of calls I know that I uploaded. And then I was like, I know there's a lot more lives I did with Dawn. So I went to my private listing. I was like, holy shit. I've had shit on private for probably 2 years now. Like when Dawn and I first stopped talking for like that 2 months, and then we picked up talking again. And I had privated a bunch of stuff, then, let them be comfortable, right? So the last 2 or 3 shows that Tammie's done over on her channel has been going over one of the interviews, and I was like, I know I have a call with Dawn that was, I think it was right after this interview, and Dawn had called me, and this is the morning after that Candace has said, you done it now. I don't even have to do it. You're going to prison. Cher done it for me. You dumbass. This is the call. As well as you'll hear me talk about, remember I told you too that he had, I feel like on purpose got caught talking to that little girl so people would see he was out searching. We kind of cover this here too, where I'm like, oh, you get caught searching, and you can't make everyone happy. And so this aired because, of course, I sent it to TBI, so I was recording phone calls. So I did go live with it a few days after I sent it to TBI. This call happened Tuesday morning after I'd done the live Monday night. So this is from Tuesday morning, August 31st, 2021. And it says here, this is 72 hours into the new Dawn that I got to see. So I guess I felt like Dawn was one way until the mask fell off right around this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to, hey, Mandy.
Hello.
Hey,
So I'm going
Mandy.
to play
Hi,
it here.
Justin. Hi, Tammie.
And this is interesting. So Mandy's been there for the last couple shows over on Tammie. So you guys will see, it's not me tying it up with a nice pretty bow for what Tammie's last couple shows were. This is going to be from Dawn's own mouth tying it up for Tammie real nicely.
Even better.
I thought this was
Let him do
very
it.
interesting. Yeah, let him do it.
Mhm.
All right, so
He's
I'm
good at
going to get started here so we can get through this. I'd like to get through it tonight if we can. And then, yeah, Tammie, go ahead and take it from there. We'll clip it in the important parts and make it a video that I want you to upload on your channel so we can get more traction over there. Because you'll catch Mandy and I over there a lot. We hop to each other's panels, so keep it interactive for everybody.
Table. We can wait a minute. So I wanted to get into how, Monday night, everyone freaked out. Candace freaked out, and she thought I was calling the cops to turn them in, is what she had said, right? So I'm calling the cops to turn them in, but the only thing that had happened was Dawn spoke on our YouTube channel. So again, I want to put in people's heads, like, what do you think she could be so afraid of? And you can say, well, she just didn't want you talking to her husband, blah, blah, blah. But it was so much more than that. She didn't want him talking to me because she didn't want anything slipping.
Yeah, she felt you was a
And
threat.
then Monday night, when she
Yeah.
heard that I called the police or that I went to the police for a whole separate situation.
So, yeah, I'm going to go back because, again, this is in a 5-day time frame. So I'm going to go back and find that show because I need to know. I don't remember. I had called the law so many times in the first 3 years of this when I was like 24/7 with Dawn, so 2.5 years I'll say. I was calling the law a lot, so I'm not really sure what that was about. But I do know that for whatever purpose, Candace thought that, and Dawn did too, which is why he was calling me early the next morning, that I guess I went to the law, whatever I gave the law that night before this phone call. Candace thought that was making the arrest of whatever happened this summer. So,
And it really was 24/7 here. Like, he always had a phone up to his ear.
yeah.
He kind of like rotated with creators, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I got a little break when he did start rotating creators.
Well, I mean, but he would like call you, and then he would call another creator after that, and then another creator after. Like, it was
His
constant.
full-time job.
Mhm.
Yeah, it really was.
She automatically had thought that I called to turn her in. That was her words that I heard. I don't have to turn you in. Cher already did that. So turn you in for what? Because all he did was call me, and we live streamed him on YouTube. So that wouldn't be any reason at all for police to come and arrest both of them, or Dawn, or whatever, or turn them in, like, for what, I do have text messages that I'll show in a community post, but after that call happened, like I said, on Monday, and she was all, Cher did that for you, Dawn was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Like, please don't let that be offending to you. Like, she didn't mean that or whatever. I'm like, no, it's okay. I understand. It's okay. It's okay. But then I thought, I want to get something like recorded as proof. Like, there was a phone call where she threatened with police. Now I know he was cracked out of his mind and drunk, because even when I mentioned it, I had to remind him about what happened. He didn't even, I don't remember that. Oh yeah, explaining it away, but he had to like remember for a minute.
And then lie about it.
Dalen. Yes, happy Friday, everyone. McDonald's always gives free drinks on your birthday and Pizza Delight. We'll give free one-person pizza for the birthday person. That is off jelly of you, some women, man. But I can see now that if he's talking to all these women and stuff like that, I can totally get that. I was spending a lot of time speaking to him, but you know where a lot of people are wrong is it wasn't me. Like they're like, why didn't you just stop bothering your husband? Da, 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 da. It wasn't like
Dude was blowing me up at 5:30 in the morning. Let's be real. And how many times I'd miss his call and he'd be so pissed.
Yeah.
Weird.
that, like
Crazy.
whatsoever. And when I would call him on like texting me, he'll be texting in own words to be heard by everybody, not me, dumb hillbilly, honestly. But
What?
he was like some dumb hillbilly,
Oh
honestly.
my gosh.
But
What did I say that
boy, was I
word?
wrong. Thank you so much, Cheshire.
Wow.
We will definitely get her some soon. Is that it? Yeah, thank God. So anyway, you know, that's I wonder.
Okay,
Oh,
where's
if somebody else became a member, like if we miss a super chat, like you did not have to send me that, you know. But yeah. All right, we're gonna let my little recorder. It's dead to the world, so and it's like a 8-minute recording. Dad joke.
Oh, lucky you.
In a little
8
bit
minutes
here,
of dawn?
and I am going
Great.
to perpetrator, and I'm seriously that joke.
Oh, yeah. Because you know what? I was using a little thing from, like, I don't know, Temu or something. You know those old school hand recorders? Little freaking.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh. I was like, I got to
Yeah.
have something around to record this motherfucker. Like, I had that thing just laying out, and also Mark had a black one. So we had those laying around the house for whenever he would call. I had to record him somehow. I couldn't always be ready on the computer. Yeah, oh my gosh. I was just making it work, you guys.
It's the
That was the
woman
best
that
stuff.
he was telling he.
Let's see.
It throws me for a loop every time.
Oh gosh.
Ugh,
Fast forward.
sorry.
No, this for us.
So
All right, guys.
weird seeing, you know, the old names of people you don't talk to anymore.
Yeah. Mm.
Where'd I go? I booted myself.
Sorry.
in.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna write something.
And
in
I know it's
back chat.
that he knows. You know.
what happened?
I'm gonna write something in back chat.
Okay. Let me see. Okay.
Hi, Grace Paris.
Green Karen.
Real honest response, Justin.
I don't either, but I just haven't seen that. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
so that's why.
She's in contact with people
Okay.
like recently, like 2 days ago. Yeah.
No. Yes. Yes, we do know. Thank you. And I know it's facts. Okay, so here we go with the recording, guys. Sorry. And again, it's really shitty, so turn up your volume or whatever you have to do. It's we'll try and get this better. I'll have hubby do something where we can upload this later, like tomorrow or something. But here you go. Thank you, Cotton Candy.
Right. Yeah. So they're trying to make a big deal out of it like that. Stuff because I was up in that area looking around for summer. Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff I'm getting for trying to find my daughter. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people. That's stuff because I was up in that area. Right. You know. Yeah.
Thing. But here you go. Thank you, Cotton Candy.
Oh yeah, so he's bringing up getting caught searching for summer and getting hell for it.
Right. Yeah. So they're trying to make a big deal out of it like that and stuff because I was up in their area looking around for summer. Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff I'm getting for trying to find my daughter. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are saying. They're like, you know, they're saying you don't go out and look for her, and what are you doing? And then you're seen out looking for her, and now they want to make you look like a bad person. Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable. It really is.
Cringe.
I mean, what would they do if it was their kid? They'd be out there looking around. Yeah. Asking questions.
Don, you went out there one time to get caught. Shut up.
Oh my gosh. They want to turn it into something bad. Well, hopefully Candace feels a little bit better knowing that you didn't get arrested last night, so I did not call cops on you. Me? Candace thought I did or something? Oh, I don't know. I never heard that. Or last night she said that they're already on their way. Oh no, she said she was going to call the cops. She was pissed. Oh.
Right, I mean, right there, does that sound any better? Candace absolutely said, Cher done it for me. I don't even have to do it. That's exactly, almost word for word, what was said. But now he's saying, well, Candace was going to call. For what? Because you were on YouTube?
I don't know. She gets in the moods. Yeah. Even though they're good friends trying to help me, you know, whatever, you know, they're not. Yeah. Or whatever. I'm like, Candace, you have nothing to tell us over.
Dang.
Different country. Alright. And you're married. And I'm married. Yep.
Thank God.
You guys, that right there is like what I've always wondered. Remember I said he said that to me. Like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was random as hell right there.
Yeah.
That was him saying, oh, dang it.
Different country.
And I'm not happy about it. But
And you're married. And I'm married. Yep. I have a few women friends that are trying to help me, and I'm not gonna tell them to get lost when I got they're good people, good Christians trying to help. Yeah. That would be.
You may need to translate a little bit, Taylor.
yeah.
You may need to translate a little bit so people, because it's kind of hard to hear.
It
sometimes.
is. I'm even having trouble hearing because the speaker's like going in and out on whatever the handheld thing. It was shitty.
I heard him say something about good Christian folk.
Oh, he said, I have a few female friends who are good Christian folk that I'm not going to say, that I'm not going to have stop helping me, no matter how much
Robin.
Candace is bitching. Yeah, but Candace loves Robin.
Yeah.
She cried more at Robin's mom's funeral than her own daughter missing.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's on video. That's factual.
Mm-hmm.
These would be people sent by God to help me.
Oh, so we're people sent by God to help him.
Right now. Really is. She's really emotionally, really, she is messed up. And I am too, but not her. She's just, it's bad with her. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I sent you on Facebook Messenger. It's Ernie, the Predator Hunter guy. And apparently TBI did call him about our reports on him. And now he said that he's going to stop talking about your daughter's case. So. Okay, good. So I don't know if they threatened him or what. But, yeah, there's something going on with that there. I don't know, but, he went on there. He's like, I'm never going to talk about Benny on here or Cher on here again. I won't talk about the Summerwells case. And they called the TBI on me, and they called the county sheriffs on me. Oh, yeah. So they actually got a hold of him because he went on a Facebook Live just pissed. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I wish I could say something like that right there, saying out. Man, that little girl was out there. And I was trying to protect her. They were trying to turn it into something. And I was trying to protect her. I wish I could say something like that right there, saying out. Man, that little girl was out there.
Okay.
And I was trying to protect her.
People were wondering why I was talking to that little girl and I was out on the road and stuff. I mean, out in the street. I was there trying to protect her.
They're trying to turn it into something else.
They're trying to turn it into
somebody could easily come by there and grab that little girl up. Yeah.
Somebody could easily come by there and grab that little girl up. See, so he's real hooked on. He wanted people to know he was out there searching for Summer. And he was talking to that little girl. Not even what we were talking about. I like to just like throw shit at him off script and then let him ramble. He gets a good laugh and then he'll ramble into something that you can tell has been on the top of his mind. Like, I guess this.
So they're trying to turn it into like I done some kind of a bad thing. Which it's crazy.
You were just driving around looking for your daughter and this girl was walking around and you just said you should go inside?
No, I asked where her dad was. She just kept us up there. So I went up there, knocked on the door, and I knocked on the door, and he's like,
She said that he was up there, so I went up there, knocked on the door. I think this is when he tells me he just barges in the house and tells him to take care of the kid or something. And I'll tell you something. People, especially around that area, don't just get to go and barge into people's houses like that because someone's going to shoot your ass. I'll just tell you that right now.
Have you noticed all these places he talks about going and seeing kids, bad things happening to kids, and like the hotel room and all that stuff?
Right. Yeah. Something bad's going to happen to her because, yeah. Yeah.
And isn't it funny the first time that he talks about going out and looking for Summer, air quotes, something crazy happens and he finds a little girl roaming the streets?
Yeah. I'm telling you, that stuff was all staged, I feel like.
Remember he said he picked up that 13-year-old girl or something, and he said he took her back to the mom's place or something like that, and he knew like something wasn't right there. They could have been, I don't know, doing something, or I don't know if she was graphic or something. It was, y'all remember that?
It sounds familiar, but I can't, I don't remember right. No, 13-year-old? He took her back to the house?
He took her to her mom's house. He said, "Where do you live?" And he said he took her back to her mom's house or something. There's all of these.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Some kind of savior? Yeah. Pedo in the shadow, Mimi. That's funny.
Well, he's always the victim, or both.
Candace had a thing for everybody. I mean, she had a hot for Benny, Ernie, anything that walked. Really.
Anything that pays her any sort of attention.
Yeah, any male attention. Yeah.
Or
I was in her sleep or whatever. He's like, "Oh, get warm."
Oh, yeah. Oh, and he just barges into some people's houses again. You don't do that. And I remember thinking back then, the type of people that do that are like the head honcho drug people. You'll be able to just barge in someone's house if you're giving them drugs, whatever, or something. But you wouldn't just do that in Tennessee because your ass will get shot. You're not just barging in someone's house like what he's saying. I don't buy that.
So I went up there, knocked on the door, and I knocked on the door, and he's like, some guy was in her sleep or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, get warm," or something like that. So I just opened the door. And he was laying there in his bed, and I'm like, "Dude, that little girl's out there by the road by herself." He's like, "Oh, yeah, kind of like that." So I was like, "Oh, whatever," you know. I felt like I was, like I say, that's one of the instances where I could hear the banjos playing in the Deliverance movie.
You watched the Deliverance movie.
What?
The Dawn is the Deliverance movie, him and Candace.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's funny.
Deliverance. Hills has eyes.
Well, Dawn, like, you know, when he did that thing with the woman's panties, you know, when he was out there sitting out for 2 hours outside of her house,
Yeah.
Yes.
that shows you that he is patient and he will watch and he will wait.
Yeah, that's scary.
He is dangerous. I'm telling you, Dawn is dangerous.
I'll never forget the threat that he made to Josh. And then similar to Mary.
Did he?
When he threatened Josh's life.
doesn't
Josh could have
surprise
locked
me.
his ass up right there.
Yeah.
But he's Don. He gets mad, and when he gets mad, he is mad. But then he gets unmad quickly. It's
Yeah.
a very big peak.
I have a lot of those calls too. I'm sorry, Cher. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said this.
But that's the thing. Things really bad can happen during that peak. You know what I mean? And then after it's over, they feel bad about it. You know what I mean? They're like, but that doesn't save anybody.
Right.
Right. Traditional abuser. I mean,
Yeah.
Really calculated. Dawn did start at 12 or younger. Yeah. And then he spent a lot of time in prison where you just learn to be worse. You learn how to be a shittier person, more manipulating, more, how do you say it? More of a sneaky snake.
more of the criminal mindset.
Yeah.
Yep. And you get to talk to other people that are like you.
Yep.
You're all terrible.
They learn.
What was that?
They learn from each other too.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to find that dang recorder now because this is terrible.
So I left, I just waved at her and said, see you later, or something like that, and I got much for my left. Or something. So I feel like I say, that's one of the instances where I could hear the banjos playing in the Deliverance movie. So I left, I just waved at her and said, see you later, or something like that, and I got much for my left. Unbelievable.
Yeah, people are wild. Oh, and Chris McDonough, yesterday, I got the screenshot of it too. He did a
This is how you be Dawn's best friend. You talk shit about Chris McDonough, just so you're not.
super chat on a channel for $25, and when you do that, you can write a message in it.
Because like this makes no sense, but I know it tickles Dawn's fancy.
And Chris McDonough wrote that the TBI has a search warrant for your Facebook Messenger to get pictures of chats, or to get your chats with some 17-year-old and the pictures. Yeah, but he's going around literally and saying that, and then he's telling everybody.
This was my way, obviously, of bringing up the 17-year-old mistress to Dawn.
Yeah.
They can have anything they want from me. I ain't hiding nothing.
By the way, he's not denying having a 17-year-old mistress, and neither did Robin Lane in our messages, where she was like, would that be so bad, Cher? That's the first call where even Mark was like, that's weird. Because you're church folk, you're a member at the church, you know he's married, and you're like, is 17 really that bad, Cher? I mean, really? Come on. It's like, what?
He's more victims than a 17-year-old, in my opinion. And, you know, when you remember him talking about his uncles subjected them to sick PORN.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yep.
That was text.
Yep. I've
We
got
talked about it in
I've got
text.
that. Don said via text that his uncle subjected him and I guess siblings to 6 PORN they looked a lot younger as a child when he was a child, and things like that when you are young, it sets something in your brain, and especially like if you are, going through and you're going through the change and you are aroused by something like that can create them to be pedos in the future. Yeah. That's what, when you're young, things, it can, it sets off.
It's essentially grooming them so they think it's appropriate or okay. Because
Yeah, well, even if they don't think it's okay, they still experience this, arousal, and it's. I think that is what started Don off in the direction that he is in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll send that to you, Cheryl. I'll dig it out somewhere and send it to you.
I know he did say like people left out PORN for him to watch and stuff, and he did say to me that he has been a victim in his past too.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I'm looking for the text right now, so if I find it, I'll let you know.
If someone busted in my door, it would be their problem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yep.
That kind of made me like, oh, and he would say that a couple times, like, where he just busted in people's doors and walk in like that, and I'm thinking like, well, who the hell are you around there to be doing that?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you'd only do it once at my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the internet freaked out when Dog the Bounty Hunter said that he would be doing it, so.
Right. Right. And you got Don Wells saying he is doing it.
Right.
Yeah. And why, first of all, if that was true, is he going around and telling that?
She's still not denying this.
Yes. Yeah, you go and give him a warning that there's gonna. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, he is not smart.
Yeah, Chris McDonough is not smart.
All right, I'll let you try and get some
There's Jay for Justice. Did he just say you walked in someone's house? Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
Because I see there's some other people, they say that they have questions or
Yes,
something.
he did, Jay.
Figure out what the hell is going on today.
Told her to tell my stepsister this and that. I let it tell him pretty good, but I'm sure it was all recorded. But
yep, I bet you it's going to be played on his show.
He got a call with his stepsister. Chris McDonough had a call with his stepsister. He's sure that it'll be all recorded.
Yeah.
that's alright. I hope he does play that because I got out of my chest how I really feel about the whole deal. The step family and the way my stepmom stole my father, my family from my mother and us kids, and then used them ever since. Do you know that they're real?
My stepmother stole my father from his family and his kids. Oh, look at closed captions actually working a little bit. When I use closed caption to listen to Jody Sue, it actually says inaudible. For real.
Yeah.
Kids, and then stole my father. The step family and the way my stepmom stole my father.
My father.
Family from my mother and us kids, and then used them ever since. Do you know that their real dad was a kind man and had a kind heart, and they didn't give a damn about him.
What does that have? I don't know. See, he says the weirdest shit. Like, again, there's lots of calls where I'm like right now, put your stepsister stuff aside. Like, keep it on Summer. You're saying that this is a distraction from your daughter, then put it aside. Unless, does it have something to do with your daughter's disappearance? And remember, you couldn't fucking understand that question. Done. Does it have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance? What your stepsisters are saying? No. Okay, then fuck that right now. Talk about Summer, and he wouldn't. It was always attack Mary, attack Jeannie after this.
Yeah.
This is right here before Chris McDonough ever came out with the recordings of what the stepsisters were about to say.
He was really a good soul. They didn't care about him whatsoever. They called my dad their dad. But father.
That is crazy.
They threw away their own father.
It is.
It's very evil what they've been doing to me and my family all these years. My poor mother. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
My poor mother.
Okay, so that was the end of it, and it died. So I'm going to plug it back in for a little while. Now I'll play it again for people coming in. So what do you guys...
Okay, I think that's the end of that call. But anyways, okay, so what do we think about that?
I think
Mary.
when Mary did come out and talk to Chris, and when Jeannie and Trish came out, Dawn's focus went from being the victim in Summer's case to being the victim of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his only focus, was anything that they said he had to argue and tell his side of. He would put information out there that they never even talked about. He would say things that didn't make sense, that they could prove that he was lying. You know, it was just, he became the biggest victim that I'd ever seen. I mean, honestly, it was eye-opening, in my opinion, when they came out.
And how evil everybody else is. They threw away their own father.
And he was too dumb, and thankfully, he was too dumb to deny any of it. And so then when he admitted to doing what he did, then he was the victim. Well, she initiated it. She was 5 years old and I was 12, but she wanted it. She initiated it.
Yep.
That's right, Mimi Jean. Poor Dawn. Poor Donnie.
Yeah, in every situation he makes himself the victim. Mary and Jeannie did this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's always the victim. Always.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
I mean, just like him saying that his stepmother stole his father.
Yeah. And someone just said, didn't his mom marry 3 times? Who said that? Mimi. I didn't know 3 times, but I did think she remarried. But I don't. My poor mother. Come on, that sounded like he really cared.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he didn't sound like the 17-year-old mistress was too big a turnoff, which I know it wasn't because, again, I had video calls with Candace sitting right there, and Don, I was like, Don, like, this is coming out, and he was like, oh, I'm going to send you, and he did. He sent me, I have the conversations. He sent me the screenshots of the conversations of this person, and that's where we get into it. And this is just one call of many I have on private. There's probably 10 more, like, directly after this call, but again, this is Sunday night. Everyone's busy with getting their week started. So, he is a real piece of work.
Mm-hmm.
I found the text. I don't know. I don't remember who they were to.
This one I said I believe that because he was sitting right there on the couch he was in his underwear, by the way. Okay, sitting there, no shirt, in his boxers. Candace was sitting there in like some shorts and I think that same blue backward tank top. Or that might have been the time I saw her in her bra and I was like, I was like, why do they do this to me? And Dawn was talking about it right there in front of Candace, no problem. And I remember hanging up from that, like, So are they grooming teenagers together? Because Candace had no reaction to that. And yeah, he sent me the screenshots and stuff. I do think it was someone that was trying to set Dawn up. I do. But at the same time, he didn't know that. But yeah, he was talking to what he thought to be a 17-year-old at that time. He was. He sent me the screenshots. I have them.
Didn't he say something about that he had a 17-year-old that worked with him or something? Was that?
Yes. I don't know if he said that, but that did come up that there was a 17-year-old that worked for him. And then I had said, "You have a 17-year-old girl working for you?" And he said, "No, that's not true."
Yeah, I remember him telling you, no, that wasn't true. He didn't have somebody that young working.
Yeah. But yeah, that was said, but I don't remember who said that.
Yeah, I remember that part of it.
Hi, P. Always teenage boys on the hill. They had other little girls on that hill. Didn't they say they took in some like girl that broke their window or something? Candace was like, she broke the kitchen window, something like that. They had like a 12-year-old girl over there, staying over there. Because, they just wanted to help everybody. It wasn't a flop house or anything, but they just wanted to help everybody, including minors.
Right.
That, had nowhere to go.
Allie's
they could stay there. Yeah.
Allie's daughter, True, was there, and her friends were there. Like the one time she said that Dawn kicked the two girls out of the house, and they had to sleep in the bed of the truck outside.
But yet he didn't know how many pedophiles and druggies were around his area. But yet he wanted to help everybody.
Yeah.
I'm betting that they probably had a few shots of whiskey together.
Whoa. We know that they were providing for minors. If Dawn wasn't giving the minors alcohol, Candace sure as shit was. We know that.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because she wanted to be accepted by somebody, and they thought she was cool.
Yeah, she wanted, from teenage boys, and there were a lot of them around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Candace was, I thought pictures of her with, around young boys.
Yeah, and don't they all have like Mountain Dew bottles or something?
Yeah, too.
Hi, Emmett. Hi, strawberries and peaches. We all had access to porn back then, and very sick porn. I can still remember some portraying young kids. We would sneak these magazines from our uncle's bedroom, and we would all look. Sick porn was all we had to learn about sex.
Oh, shoot, sorry. I was trying to make it a little bit bigger. Here we go.
Huh.
And the other screenshots, there were more. It wasn't just that one. And this one said, "I think that was my mother-in-law. I don't want her here. I'm telling her to get the hell out." I'm sure that worked out well for him. There is, August 15th, 2021 was the date. So this one is, he's talking about you in this one, so I know that they're not to you, but I don't remember who they're to. He said, "I stood up to my stepsisters on Cher's podcast. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I am older than her, so no matter what I say, it's not good. We never had sex, though, and she's claiming grape. She's not innocent."
She's not innocent. She was a minor. You see how this man's brain works.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, he's taking innocent. He's taking minor and turning it into.
What did he say, by the way? He stood up to his. Okay, so is there a date on that text? Because I'm gonna have to find that podcast then.
On that one, it's August 15th, 2021.
August 15th, 2021.
Did you see what Lake 17 put? That's hilarious.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have that one on private?
Now, this one is from August 20th, and this one said, I'm trying to switch everything over to my new phone, almost impossible. So that was when he got the new phone, August 20th. And then this one doesn't have a date on it, but...
August 20th, so like 3.
Oh, here. Okay, so he said, I got Facebook downloaded. I'll send you a friend request on the other phone. I appreciate you. Thank you. Then below that, it says, some friends that we had over last night, wink, wink, had trouble with some of the local drug people last night, and I'm fixing to go see if I can figure out what happened last night. Why did he say it 3 different times? And I bet I know who those friends were that came over.
Mm-hmm.
And why would they have trouble with some local drug people last night?
On the other phone. See how many phones that man's got? Because I have like
Yep.
4 phone numbers. I'm like Don's other phone, Donald Wells' phone, Donald Wells' other phone. Like,
And this one was a video. Now, I don't remember what this video was, but it looks familiar. I remember something about him taking the video, but I don't remember why. Does it look familiar to you guys?
no.
Good night, Grace Paris.
Good night, Grace. No, like,
Where's that?
I don't know. Is that when they had the road? That's like, is that from when they had the roadblock from June 15th? Or
I don't know. I mean, because all the dates on here are August 15th or August 20th. The dates that I can see.
Huh.
I don't remember. On this one, though, it says... I think this is the only one I haven't read so far. So it says, well, I appreciate that. I'm so lost. I believe that was her because that's how she talks and what she thinks of me. Always has. She tried to have me put away for 10 years, and now she's trying to lie her way out.
Ah. Who's he talking about? Because right now I'm picturing, remember when I was like, Don, talk to your lying bitch wife. And he was like, I did.
Well, I don't know if he's talking about Candace or if he's talking about Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the only two that come to mind. But he set a time frame on it for 10 years. So, like how... What charge would give him 10 years?
That'd have to be something pretty major for a 10-year charge, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. These are all the screenshots that I got. Like I said, I don't even remember who shared them now. And usually I would try to screenshot, like, where I got the screenshots from, like what channel they came from. And I didn't do that, so I don't remember. Because when it's going on, I'm like, I'll remember this. This is huge, and here we are. Oh, Bellanova. We had storms run through here earlier, like the lightning and thunder. Oh my gosh.
We have tornadoes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
I think we're supposed to get thunderstorms like after midnight. But the last 2 Saturdays in a row, we've had like just bad weather, really bad weather.
I sent Tammie a video of the thunder because it was like the lightning, it looked like a strobe light. I mean, it lit up the front and the back of my house. Like, it was so bright. And then it was immediately the thunder would hit, and it was like that low, deep, constant rumble for like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
The sky got so dark. Oh, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys be safe down there in the tornado warning areas.
Well, just as our yard was drying up, now it's wet again. We can't even mow it.
The video looks like September 5th, 2021, sometime in the AM. Miss Persevere. The video in this screenshot, is that what you're talking about? I don't think it was. I mean, it could have been if these were messages from from August and September. But, oh wait, there is a date up there at the very top. Does it say September 5th? Oh, snap. Is that September 5th?
I see 2021 for sure.
In the morning. It says AM. But is that looks like a P. And that could be a 5. Yeah, SEP. Yep. So do you remember what the video was?
Were they searching? Was Echo Search there searching then?
Oh, maybe.
Yes, that does make sense. And that's when he said it was a black powder gun. What is this?
I don't know. I was just really, as soon as Justin said that about him blaming the stuff. And see, that's the thing, like, he can blame it all day. I get it. I'm sure that he's not lying. I'm sure that he did have very sick porn that he had access to as a child. And
That's no excuse, though.
Right.
He knows right from wrong.
Exactly. You know right from wrong. That's
Well,
why
even
you're
if he
lying
did.
about it.
Even if he did watch it back then, and even, like we said, he admitted to what happened with him and Jeannie, but now he knows it was wrong. So why is he still trying to put blame on, his adults around him or the child that he hurt, accept responsibility.
Yeah, the problem is that.
Responsibility. Yeah, he can't. It's always somebody else's fault.
Right, and you're never going to change if you don't admit and understand and agree that what you did was wrong. So this whole time he's sitting here blaming it on the 5-year-old. Okay, well, God forbid, we've pondered this before. What if the same thing was happening to Summer and it wasn't because of Dawn? What would he want to happen to that person? Would it be okay because they thought that it was right, or would it be okay because Summer initiated it?
Yeah.
Hell no, it wouldn't be.
But I think he told us did they go to jail if someone did something to Summer? I don't know about that, man. I've been to jail.
Yep.
So this, I don't, what, I mean, what the hell?
Right.
Somebody
watch that clip on Tammie's.
Yep, I made a short about that. Yep.
That said everything we needed to know in that little clip right there.
Yep. That stood out to me when Mandy's like, you need to make you a clip. She's helping me, her and Cher's helping me, and find out what makes you stand out, what stands out to you the most about that. And I went straight to that.
Yep.
Straight to that.
I'll pull it up here.
That was sort of telling, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't care who you are. If you was to do something to one of my children or my grandchildren, that's exactly where you better go.
Oh, I'd want them under the fucking jail.
Right.
Right. My husband said, the police better get to them before I do, or else I'm going to be in jail instead.
Amen. Amen. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Here, I'm going to play this short. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
So do you have any more questions, honey?
Yes, I do.
I remember that.
Another big thing people are harping on you for is when you were asked the question, what should happen to the person who took Summer or whatever happened. If somebody has Summer, or if they abducted her or worse, you were asked what should happen to that person should they be found or what, and your response was you weren't sure if you would want to put someone in prison because you know that life. And I understand your response because we talked.
I did
so
not.
you know my past and everything, so I understood your response. But
That's
also,
right.
it's in your church teachings because God always said you forgive, right? So is that kind of why you think you would be a little more forgiving? Is it because of that's your religion, your beliefs, that's what you feel in your heart? Or can you kind of just clarify that a little bit for people who are freaking out about that?
Because it's you.
Yeah, of course, the first thing that comes to your mind, if somebody hurts my kid or your kid or anybody's kid, is I'm going to hurt them. That's the first thing that's going to run through any person's mind.
Bingo.
But if you allow the system to put them in prison,
unless I did it,
right? Exactly.
there's no worse place. Death is better. Okay, you have to be in prison or have been there to understand that death is better than prison. So prison's way worse.
That's
And
not an
only that,
institutionalized man right there.
Well, he's also saying that he'd rather be dead than he would go back to prison.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that is not. He's not an institutionalized man. I would rather be in prison. He's begged prison to keep him because institutionalized. Chris Watts, perfect example. He's an institutionalized person. He is perfectly fine being somewhere, being told what to do, what time. Like as long as he's getting his meal, it's almost a relief for him. For someone like Chris Watts, like my dad, because it's like a weight off their shoulders. I know that sounds so fucked up, but that's what institutionalized is.
You know what I mean? No more responsibility.
It's hard for me to tell when. Oh, stop it! It's hard for me to tell who's talking.
Do you have any more?
I know, it's so messed up.
I'm like, should I pause? Is that on here?
It confused me for a minute. Like, did I just say that?
I know the other night when Cher was on there and I was playing her, I was like, and she would talk. I'm like, wait a minute, was that the video or was that Cher? I'm going to stop it and listen for a minute. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that has that problem.
Yeah, no, not at all. If I click on this, will it make it? There we go. So that way I can see at the bottom. Because I wanted to get back to this part where he said, death is way worse. And notice when he said, the first instinct for anybody, if they hurt my kid, your kid, any kid, he never said, anytime he says, like, I want justice for Summer, I want, Summer found, all the missing kids found, like he hardly ever focuses just on Summer. Mm-hmm. It's always including, like a I don't know, like an even playing field, basically, like anybody who has a missing child, because mine is missing too, like I just don't like the way that it's worded. And maybe that's just me being petty, but I don't know. Okay. Let me see.
Unless I did it.
Right. Exactly.
There's no worse place. Death is better than prison. Okay. You have to be in prison.
Did y'all see, speaking of Chris Watts, did y'all see the, what's his name? He's a YouTube sleuth couch detective. They are, he's in the Daily Mail.
Or, the
spreading
armchair.
Armchair, yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah, armchair detective. Yeah, the Rusak family was suing him, and they won. And he's, I think in the UK, maybe he's not.
Yeah, he's in the UK.
Yeah, and so that was a huge deal because it took all these years for them. But he had 4 channels, and he blamed Shannon like to a T, like he, I don't know, his views were, he would things that he thought as fact, and then people would run with it as fact.
Yeah.
Like
he was just in the Daily Mail like a day ago.
Yeah, I shared a video where somebody had gone through and shown like clips of different things that he was doing and saying and how he was manipulating people, and he was getting people to believe what he was saying. Like it wasn't just oh well, it rained yesterday, and then somebody goes over in another chat and said, hey, you know, it rained yesterday. Like it wasn't like that. It was in depth,
Right.
and very harmful.
He was writing a book too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I can imagine.
Something shadows or something. Can't remember. Something like that.
My goodness. All right, I'm going to play this one part here again where he's saying death is better than prison.
There's no worse place. Death is better than prison. Okay, you have to be in prison or have been there to understand that death is better than prison.
But he's institutionalized.
Prison's way worse.
That's
And
not an
only that, once you
institutionalized man right there.
Yeah, right. I
Sorry,
agree with myself.
that is not. He's not an institutionalized man. My dad would rather be in prison. He's begged prison to keep him because institutionalized. Chris Watts, perfect example. He's an institutionalized person. He is perfectly fine being somewhere, being told what to do.
That was it. The rest is we've heard that. And Cher saying it about where he's not institutionalized whatsoever. He's a victim. He doesn't want to be in prison. Pity me, boo-hoo.
Death would be better. Like, why are you saying that?
And he was at the church, Wandering Hearts. Those were the kids running around the church, and that's why it was echoing.
Oh, yeah, Mimi had said something too. Yeah, he did the first few interviews at the church.
Yeah.
He always had to be around church folk.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
he's so worried about
the big touchy-feely pastor comes up and kind of says hi in one of our
that's fun.
things. Puts his arm around him. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just on the podcast. And he's like, okay.
Yep. That was in Tammie's last live stream too, wasn't it?
Yeah, we because I wanted to make sure we got to that part because Cher said, well, maybe Robin can do an interview. Her and her husband can do an interview. And I was laughing. So I
had to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
Well, you got to talk to Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Before she deleted all of her stuff, she said.
Yeah, we talked quite a few times.
How many interviews did Robin do? Like, actually?
I think she only did the one with Chris McDonough, and then whenever, like, the news come around.
Okay.
I feel like that's all I remember.
Yeah. Because I don't remember her doing many either.
Cher, your voice is smooth as butter, she said. I like talking to you.
Oh, my.
And how
I just didn't like when she lied.
With Robin. She lied all the time, you guys, and I would call her out on it. Why did you lie for Dawn and Candace? Candace is high as a kite right now, and Dawn is like going to get booze, right? Like, why are you lying? I was just on video call.
Yep.
But yeah, like, what does she get out of lying?
These are church folk straight up lying. And I don't know why she would do that, knowing I'm watching everything and knowing I'm on video call with them all fucking day long. And I see them in their underwear getting drunk and high and doing whatever they're doing. Oh, Don's just working. He's always at work, and Candace isn't feeling well right now.
And what are you, Robin, their keeper?
Yeah.
Cher, let me go back over here. Did you want me to play the video clip from my channel of Dawn and Candace saying they wanted your dad?
Oh yeah, if you have that, because I do also have some calls. I found a few calls where he's yelling at my dad, "You better control your daughter," and my dad's like, "Excuse me, like, what do you want me to do?" Like, it was weird that the brotherhood he thought he automatically had with my dad, and I can only put that to one thing, you guys. I'm sorry. I love my dad.
What do you think it is?
I think he knows that he killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why he tell my dad that my dad is the only one that can help him right now? Why my dad?
They've been through the same. thing
Mhm.
similar. Right.
Yeah, this is wild to hear.
And he felt like my dad owed him something.
I remember watching that.
I
Wow.
just couldn't remember. I remember just feeling like really weird. Like I feel like he's taken life because we know. I'm sorry if Dad's listening, love you, but we know what you were in prison for. And for him to feel like my dad owed him anything, that's the only thing that come to my mind.
I mean, what else could it be?
Right.
Right.
It's like he thought there was some kind of bro code, prison code type owed there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a very real thing.
He was very determined.
Well, nobody
Very.
knows
So-
what you're going through like someone that's went through the same thing as you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So in this clip, it's when you were playing the phone call, it's hard to hear in certain parts similar to the recording that you just played. So there were parts that I kind of cut out, if it was like blank air or if you guys were just, not talking about so much. I was more focused on when he was saying, I need to talk to your dad. And then when Candace got on the phone with you and, like those were the main focuses. So it's only 10 minutes. So I'll play it and wherever you want me to pause, just yell and I'll pause it. But you'll probably have to say my name so that I know that you talking live.
Say my name, bitch. Sorry.
Say my name. Did you see my last thumbnail?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love your dad.
Thank you.
You told me what you said about your dad is 100% true, there, and your dad needs to step up now.
Excuse me, Donald, Candace. Why does my dad need to step up for your fucking mess now? What the fuck does that even mean, you guys? If it's true your dad done what you say he did, and he needs to step up now and do what? Give you pointers on something? Because my dad went to prison.
No, your dad, no, I love your dad.
Thank you.
If everything you told me what you said about your dad is 100% true, there, then your dad up now.
He's done more.
Why? But why does my dad need to step up for your mess, Candace? Get your bitch ass over here, Candace.
Oh.
Why does my dad need to step up now? And this was just day for the arrest day, so he's tripping.
Yikes.
So those of you that don't know Cher from way back then, there is so much confidence in people.
Oh, yeah.
I know people did not like
She
the way
let
I would
loose.
talk to her, but fuck that.
Yeah. And you had said this was before, right before Dawn got arrested when this phone call happened. So you aired it on 2/7/2022, but it was an older call. And I don't think that I ever got the date of the actual phone call, like when you actually had the phone call, but it was the day that he got arrested. So whenever he went to jail for violating his probation, when he went to court, I'm pretty sure that in the timeline that we've been doing the series on my channel, but I can't remember it. So.
My dad went to prison for murders. He did that. There's a lot to that. And then he begged the prison to not let him out because he actually, his exact words were, I am safer and other people are safer. That's what institutionalized really, really is. No, he did almost 18 years in British Columbia and he killed 3 people, which you have all heard him admit to killing a few people. Did you not? Were you in that live? You heard him. So, and he will get into that. We will all get into that, but it has nothing to do with the Summerwells case. What this is being brought up for is so that you guys know what my dad was charged of. And now that they are demanding my father to step up. Candace, Dawn, my dad went to prison. He wasn't trying to did this shit because he wanted to be in prison. That's what institutionalized means. When you're better off in prison and you just want to be there. Dawn's so fucking scared like a little bitch, and so is Candace. They are not institutionalized. The criminals that do not want to be in prison. That's different than institutionalized. Let's listen to this again of him demanding my dad step up.
You guys had me on my knees crying because I love my daughter.
Even you, right?
I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went through and put the captions on here myself. If I can listen to Spirit Box sessions and hear what's being said, I can listen to a dang phone call. And I put what in pink and what Dawn said in blue. And so when she's sitting here saying, you guys had me on my knees crying, and Dawn said, I'm not even mad about that. Her dad's been to prison.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
whoa, wait.
So I don't even care the truth. Shut up.
Do what, Justin? We can't hear you. You're mumble like it sounds mumbled or muffled.
I can actually do that. I don't know what the hell going on. I think it's the weather.
I'm still struggling.
Me too. Okay, not just me.
Thank God, I thought it was just me.
You're on your phone, aren't you, Justin?
The weather. Oh yeah, he's having bad weather.
Yeah, and it's the microphone on the phones are always a little bit distorted too, so I bet he's on his phone. Is he still here?
Yeah, that's what.
He's
So the
muted.
calls. That call happened before it went live.
Yeah.
So the live was 2/7/22.
Yeah, he's here. I heard that, and now he's back on mute. Yeah, I put the right above Dawn's head. That's the date up there. And then the actual live is right above Candace's head. And then I put the caption down at the bottom. It's cutting in and out when I am listening to. Oh, so okay, so your weather is bad. Your signal.
Whew, I
Yep.
was starting to get lippy to them. Holy cow.
Well, and I had you on 2 times speed too, so anytime I listen to something on 2 times speed and somebody's being shitty, it sounds extra shitty because I don't know why, but so you sounded extra shitty because I put you on 2 times speed.
I'm still laughing at her saying, "Can't sit your bitch ass over."
Okay, I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna go back, and so we can hear Candace say that again. And well, I'm not even mad about that.
I need to clip it and put it as a short.
Yeah. Should be my intro.
How long, Justin? How long is your tornado warning? Like, what's the expiration for it?
He's probably under
Hopefully-
a watch.
He said
Hopefully
that
it's
they had
not under a
tornado
warning. Hopefully it's
Oh,
not
Sabrina.
a warning, just a watch.
Sabrina said they have a warning there in Virginia.
Yeah, a
Be
warning
safe,
is
everyone.
you better get in your safe space.
Yeah, you guys be safe. Please be safe. Mother Nature is so mean sometimes.
Tornadoes don't care though. I mean, because I've been through a lot of the different, things like when we were in Japan, we were in a typhoon, but when we were stationed in North Carolina, we were through hurricanes. I would rather go through a hurricane than a tornado. Just saying.
Dang. Knock on wood.
A tornado is I mean, they don't play. They're boom, 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 right through. And you get time with a hurricane. Sometimes you even get days.
Oh,
'cause
that's true.
you're get put into a cat 1, 2, 3 or whatever, and you get time to go to the store and get your stuff. But not with a tornado, man. When they tell you there's a warning, it's too late. You should better have been wherever
Right.
you're going to be. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's one of the benefits to where I live in Indiana. We have the White River that goes through, and the Indians were so smart. And when they set up shop, they did it around the river. And so the tornadoes won't touch down like they do around the county, like out in the outer parts of the county, like out in the farm areas, but not in the city part of our town. So luckily we live in the city, and so it's rare. I mean, we have tornadoes that touch down all the time in surrounding towns inside of our county. But usually it's in a field somewhere, normally there's not a whole lot of damage.
Right. Yeah.
The last one that we had damage was when I think it touched down in Winchester, Indiana, which Winchester, I mean, it's so tiny. A good tornado could have taken out the whole town, and it almost did. I mean, it took out a strip, it harmed a lot of businesses that were on the main strip. So it's crazy. All right, we ready?
That's different than institutionalized. Let's listen to this again of him demanding my dad step up.
You guys had me on my knees crying because I love my daughter.
Even you apologize.
That's my dad. My dad.
I know that.
Her dad.
Yeah.
My dad does not have nothing to do with it.
Oh, he does.
Well, he does. But I've been.
He doesn't. He has not left. He can't cross the borders. So never has he been in Tennessee, let alone has he been in Tennessee 8 fucking months ago. There's no fucking way that my dad would be allowed across the borders, okay? So he has nothing to do with it.
Because that woman is so bad. I love my daughter and my kids more than life itself. And for them to say that crap about me, sir, is wrong.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say because
I do. Your dad knows. Your dad knows.
yeah, he told me I need to calm it down.
No, he didn't.
Your dad, no, I love your dad.
Thank you.
If everything you told me, what you said about your dad is 100% true, there, then your dad needs to step up now.
He's done more than what I.
Fuck you, Donald. He doesn't do shit for you. So that's worrisome. He wanted my dad to, I don't know what he wanted my dad to do because my dad didn't even get away with murder. Like my dad,
I'm
he went to
sorry,
prison
Dad.
and even tried to get away with shit. You know what I'm saying? So that step up to what would you want him to help you with?
Right. But I just want to know,
Yeah.
what you think about your dad's brother.
Yes. Why do you think people give me shit and drag me for it, and that why they've been bullying my dad now and calling him a serial killer? That's not nice. Yeah. Yeah, they're calling my dad a serial killer.
No, I've heard that too, but this is beyond.
I promise he's not a serial killer. Murder is different than a serial killer.
Well, you guys are getting led into some conversations, but it's no secret what my dad has done. He doesn't try to keep it a secret either. So, I mean, he's paid for his time, and I mean, we'll get into that different day. It really doesn't have anything to do with any of this today. But I mean, if you know what my dad did in time for, and you see how badly Don and Candace really want his help for whatever reason, that's alarming to me now. Now that I've actually like re-listened to this and be like, holy shit, like my dad went to prison for this. Why do they so bad want to like need my dad's? And it's not Don wants my dad's help. It's we. We really need your daddy right now. That's his exact words. We really need your daddy right now.
And they threatened our lives. That I had to cook meth to me a brand new home in the Upper East Side of fucking Albany, Utah. Brand new home, all these vehicles, everything else like that. Threatened my life. And all I wanted was 50%. And I told him, you will have to kill me. I mean, I understand. Just fucking kill me.
You know, it's
Do you think
cooked
they would
meth.
take someone?
Yeah.
Would they take someone?
Fred Hill.
No.
So
He
who
was
making
talking
him cook
about-
meth?
You hear it here because you ask if it was something recent, and it wasn't. It
Oh.
was like years ago. But he explains. He's right here. See, he said, no, this happened a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, this not.
They would take someone?
What?
Would they take someone?
No, this happened a while ago.
Oh, like many years ago. Okay.
Right. Yes, this is all after he told me he lost all respect for me, but not for my daddy. Remember? Well,
This is a long time ago. I wasn't going to do that because I knew it was a dead end road. I mean, this is a long time ago. Some prison pictures you see online, all that, that's what that was then.
Yeah.
That's too bad to hear that. BDAC that she needs $600 a month for the car payment. Absolutely fucking not. This platform be helping her with that. Well, I won't be, and there's not going to be any sharing of her links on this platform. And anyone that does that will be blocked from this platform. I don't care if you agree with me or think I'm just a mean, fucking hearted bitch. I do not care. With what I feel and how close I've gotten and the things that I know, those links don't get shared on my platform or you're blocked.
Damn.
When you're inside, like when you're in it, and you know what I mean? Like when you're in the storm, so to speak, with Don and Candace at that time, and then you look back and you're like, okay.
Right. Like, I don't think Cher realized how far in she was. Like, I think you just reflected on that recently, Cher, when you were talking
Yeah.
about how it put a strain on your whole life.
Yeah.
Oh, this really put a strain on your whole life. Your whole life.
Yeah.
I just
Ready
like
for more?
cringe listening back. Like, oh
We're almost halfway through.
gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody is helping that bitch profit off of the daughter she helped. Period. Not on this platform anyway. Y'all feel free to go do it on a different platform should you want to, but not on this platform.
Like I said, this was when Don had been arrested and he did his stint in jail, in county jail. And Candace was putting her Cash App everywhere she was allowed to.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get money because she needed $600 alone. And that's why you said, I don't care. Because you knew the money wasn't going to be used on bills and stuff, you know?
That's true.
You knew what she was going to do with the money, so...
I mean, at the beginning, I'm the one who helped her make her Cash App, so...
When Summer first went missing, like, they had so much money and so many gift cards that they were giving them to people they knew. I mean, just that.
Yep.
Speaking of that, you know what's weird is, they would get sent cards with gift cards and money, and people would come to the prayer vigils and they would have things for them. Why was Robin Lane taking all of the money and gift cards and saying, oh, she'll make sure she gets something for the kids with it? Why was it up to Robin Lane to take the money and gift cards? That was always weird to me.
Yeah, or maybe because Robin knew what Candace was doing with the money and she wanted to make sure that it was actually being used. Well, I mean, Candace was there by herself, though, so it wasn't even like you could say, well, she wanted to make sure that she was buying food for the boys or, you know, because the boys were long gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the boys were removed in July, and this had to have been, I'm going to have to, I'll look at the timeline while we're listening here again. But I remember he had gotten arrested for the DUI on October 31st, the night of the 30th, the morning of the 31st. And when he went to court about it, that's when they put him back in jail for the rest of his probation period because he was almost off of probation. He was a few months shy of his probation from the incident that happened in October of 2020 where he was trying to fight Jose. And so that's what he got in trouble for. It was a violation of that probation when he got the DUI. And so they put him back in jail for it. And that's how he finished out that sentence. One more time.
Calling the cops. He's always calling the cops. Never mind.
Oh, Candace calling the cops?
Yeah.
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 Justin, you always have a voice here. We're going to try to help you.
Kenny from South Park.
Now, see, we understood that.
Not Tammie from South Park. Is that what you just said?
Oh, goodness. All right. Hi, Diane. Okay, here we go.
Way before I ever met Candace.
Yeah.
Someone just to fucking tell me. That's when I got involved with
she probably already is.
Pacific Islanders, and I became part of the Pacific Islanders, the White Boys. I'm actually,
Hey.
What? You're never bad.
Yeah, Candace never calls me. She's being nice to me today, and I like it. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I love you.
Aw.
That's right.
Can't click because that's the one I was asked not to.
So you need to find out where this phone call is and find out what that clip was that you were asked not to play.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in that.
Yeah. So, she's going to bitch about Molly Golightly.
Yep. I'm telling you, this one is juicy.
It really is.
Between you and them arguing and talking about your dad. Juicy.
So Riley and all her fucking pussy ass bitches are trying to fucking fight it against us.
Are you guys both safe? Because there is a part of me that thinks maybe other people are kind of, maybe trying to scare you guys to stay quiet. I just want to, you don't have to answer anything, just say either no, sure, we're okay, or...
They've been trying to split us up, actually.
Candace says we're fucking awesome.
In the background, I'm going to play it again. So, are you okay? Are you guys okay? Candace goes, we're fucking awesome. Stay quiet. I just want to, you don't have to answer anything, just say either no, sure, we're okay, or...
They've been trying to split us up, actually.
up. Oh, because they think that if they do that, they've been trying to split us up. Look what happened today. Then one, there's no share, we're okay, or
They've been trying to split us up, actually.
that's fucked up. Oh, because they think that if they do that, then one of you will turn on each other.
Right. So see, we kind of need your dad's input.
Yeah.
Your dad, we kind of need your dad right now. Trying to split us up, actually.
That's fucked up. Oh, because they think that if they do that, then one of you will turn on each other.
Right. So see, we kind of need your dad's input.
Because it's Sissy's bitch ass. Hold on. There's no share, we're okay, or
They've been trying to split us up, actually.
that's fucked up. Oh, because they think that if they do that, then one of you will turn on each other.
Right. So see, we kind of need your dad's input.
Yeah.
Your dad, we kind of need your dad right now.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
We need you too, but only if you're on the good side.
Be sure. We do.
What can I do, Candace, to be on your good side? I will try anything.
Man, first off,
Private a bunch of shit.
and this is a little bit that.
I think you tried pretty much everything to be on their good side. And it didn't matter what you did because Don liked you more than he liked Candace. So, that kind of put a damper on things.
Might have.
Same with Sissy's little bitch ass, Oh, how can they split up the couple from Hale? Look at Justin in the chat.
This one's not monetized. Yeah.
You notice when when she said sissy little bitch ass, you notice how Don just rolled right over it. He just didn't even comment. He just rolled right over what she said.
Well, and Mark, the bearded reason, he's about to come in here and point something out that nobody is still caught on to nobody caught on at the time, and nobody has mentioned it yet here either. That's why I put that in there multiple times about where Cher said, oh, well, they think if they can split you guys up, because that part is important when Mark points it out. I'm sure that doesn't make any sense, does it? It will. Hold on.
Somehow it made sense to me.
Okay, cool. I do too, Justin. I do too.
You guys are terrible.
Same. Yep.
If he was allowed to talk to Cher, he would. If he went to jail, he'd be talking to Cher.
That's true. He was trying to memorize my phone number.
Yep.
Sissy's little, yeah. And I said, are you guys okay? I just want to make sure, are you guys okay? And you hear her say, I'm fucking awesome. Who says that when their daughter is missing? And I didn't even catch that until tonight either. She literally says that. And you notice it's, we really need your dad. Yes, they are trying to separate us. They are trying to get us to turn on each other. So you see, we really need your dad right now. We really need your dad right now. Candace, we means you. That's plural. That's more than just Don. That's we. You was the only two in the room when you called me that night. So we is you and Donald.
You were playing that clip. You said they're trying to split us up, and you said, because if they split you up, one of you will turn on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And Don said, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
So he kind of just admitted that they both know.
Yeah, he did.
Boom.
Let's find that, Ian. Good catch, baby. I just want to, you don't have to answer anything, just say, there's no share, we're okay, or...
They've been trying to split us up.
That's fucked up. Oh, because they think that if they do that, then one of you will turn on each other.
Right. So see, we kind of need your dad's input.
Yeah.
Your dad, we kind of need your dad right now.
Yeah.
He knows it.
We need you too, but only if you're on the good side.
Be sure.
They do that, then one of you don't have to answer anything, just say, there's no share, we're okay, or...
They've been trying to split us up.
Doug passed away.
Do you guys hear that? So when you hear over there on Benny's channel that they are scrounging for money because Dawn went to jail today, remember she just yelled that she is fucking awesome. And her daughter at this point has been missing for about 7 months.
When did
so
Doug pass away?
And mind you, this was the same night that right before actually that was said, 3 messages before.
She's talking about Jose. when she said,
Do you mean
Cher
Doug
was like,
died?
no, she asked
No.
if Jose took his
No,
own
I'm in
life,
chat.
and I said,
In chat.
I know, I am too. I am too.
Oh,
Soul
okay.
Shaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
She was just saying Cher was like, no thanks.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Not Doug's channel. And she was asking about Jose passing away. I can understand the confusion though. But no, as far as I know, he's sticking in the first auditors stuff in Scientology.
Yes, that's where I saw him last. Yes.
Yeah.
Is he on YouTube?
Yeah. I was actually kind of impressed with some of his Scientology stuff, but hey, don't tell him I said that.
Yeah.
He had some good stuff. There were a few things in there that he did some wild and crazy, wacky stuff, but
Some of the people that hate me the most actually make me laugh the most. Sometimes it's funny. I mean, they can be funny sometimes. Everyone's such a character around here.
I wrote something about that, if you can understand me.
We can understand you. It sounds better now.
I think it's the same. Let me see. Is it? Oh.
Okay.
I'm surprised Candace didn't call Cher a bitch ass.
Well, not that night. She wanted. I think that might be the same call or the next call where she's like, she tells me, I'm retouching up my purple hair, and she's like, purple, cause you like girls, and I was like, you should dye your hair purple for summer, and she was like, purple? No, everyone will. That's when I learned like purple meant that girls are looking for girls. Candace told me. I was like, oh, and I kind of felt like I was being hit on by Candace that night.
Oh.
It got weird for a minute.
So maybe that's what it was. You were giving Dawn the attention, and Candace wanted your attention. Maybe?
I mean, sometimes.
Maybe that's what the issue was. That's why she got so mad.
You were jealous because she wanted nothing.
Right. Okay, we have less than a minute left. Not sure what is left here, so. And this picture of Summer always makes me so freaking sad.
For that is when she how would you put it?
Gave possible motive.
Gave possible motive to be happier to have no children. Okay, so yeah, you're right. That should go to TBI, but we didn't even hear it like that until right now. So we will make sure, and they're probably watching, but we'll make sure that goes in an email to them. I will call them in the morning to let them know that it's been sent, as I usually do with the tips. Because yeah, I didn't look at it like that.
Yeah, when you said if they split them up, they'll get you to turn each other, and Don said, yeah.
Yep.
And that was it. Interesting.
Dawn and Candace still together. On which day? It's so back and forth.
On which day?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, because was that not the same call where she was like, because I felt like it was the same call when she was like, we're fucking awesome, and then she was like, and Dawn and I can now grow together and love each other.
If
That's
it was
the
that
same
call,
one.
so I didn't find the
That's
live
what
stream.
she's always wanted.
Yeah. Yep.
I found the clip that I had screen recorded of that live.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna
I
try
didn't
that
go
live.
back to your channel to, listen to more of it. I would just wanted to put the part out about her saying, that she's effing awesome and, all of that stuff.
Have to, because the one I shared earlier tonight was under one of the weird names Mandy told me to change. I'm like, wait, what did that say? I have to go back on my decoder. Oh.
Yeah, and see, nobody else understood that decoding stuff, Cher, okay?
Well, I think part of it is I didn't really want Dawn and Candace to know what it was either.
Right.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm just fucking weird sometimes.
Everybody.
Oh, that one you cut out. Nope.
Candace is the better looking man, in my opinion. Oh. Well, once you can't unsee the cowardly lion.
Right?
Oh,
But
right.
I don't
That's
know. At least
not
Don would shower when I told him to. Yeah, that's what they said, Soul Shaker. Yeah, the kids are gone. Because I think that might be the same one where Don was like, me and Candace were never supposed to have kids, but you know, her dumbass went and had kids, and I'm thinking, is that how it works? She just gets pregnant by herself? Like,
right.
really?
No help whatsoever.
Yeah.
Again,
Her
blaming
dumbass.
somebody. Yeah. He's just as much his responsibility to keep that from happening as is hers.
I gotta change. What's she looking at? What's she looking at? Oh man, I had a mouth on me that night. Okay. Demanding my dad. That just pissed me off, I guess.
Well, it doesn't make sense. I mean, there's only one explanation that we can ponder up amongst all of us, and Justin.
And Dad, if you're listening back to this, listen, I'm going to call you tomorrow. I love you. This is an old live. This is not a current live. This is from back when Dawn was demanding to talk to you way back when. So I love you. I'm sorry.
But it's important. Like, I only included just that little part of what you explained. Like, you went into more detail, and I cut that out because the only important part was your dad made mistakes in the past. He admitted to them. The justice was served. He did his time, and he's a different person now. He learned from what, like the reform part of prison worked for him, thankfully. And we see Don hasn't been reformed. All the times he's been in and out of prison, he's still the same piece of shit criminal that he's always been. So I think that's why it was so he was so dead set on, we need your dad. And at that point, nobody knew that your dad was so changed.
Yeah.
So that's the other part, because I don't think you had your dad on yet.
I don't think so yet. Just must have been right about this time I started getting him on the call with my dad, though.
Right.
No. They were talking to my dad because they were having private calls because I was putting my phone up to Mark's phone and having them talk, and Dawn and Candace were yelling at me, "We don't want you around, Cher." I'm like, excuse me. I'm the one on the phone with my dad. So I would literally be like, okay, well, I'm walking away, which I didn't. And I'd have them on speakerphone on my phone and my dad on Mark's phone, both on speakerphone together on the kitchen counter talking to each other.
Well, but he was saying, we need your dad. We need to talk to your dad. If everything that you've said about your dad is true, we need your dad. So that's what made me think that he hadn't come on yet, because I know you had him on panel a couple times, and I know that they talked privately too. And so that's what made me think that he hadn't spoken to anybody yet,
Maybe, so maybe it was right after this then. Because I don't know why I said, my dad told me I need to be a little easier on you, which, no, he did not. He absolutely never said that.
But that wasn't what Don was insinuating anyway, because, he immediately was like, no, your dad knows. Okay, Sherry, your dad knows. Yeah. He knows what,
He was yelling at my dad, you better tell your daughter to chill out, man, or something like that. I'm like, and my dad was like, what?
Right?
I'm going to say what?
Do people call him and tell him that he better watch what Margie's doing and that he better get her in line? How much sense does that make?
It's crazy. You can't make sense of Dawn and Candace. It's just absurd. Listening back, I just cringe for them, for me.
Yep.
Hey, Amanda. Thanks for coming out of the bushes.
Hey, Amanda. Dad is bad. Summer told Mandy Don Rolls is a bad man. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, that's how I learned about Summer. I woke up hearing Summer in my dream repeating, Dad is bad. Dad is bad. I didn't even know who Dad was when I had the dream.
And that's not
Now I know.
surprising. I mean, in her little 5 years, she knew that much, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Strawberries and Peaches has been around for a long time. Doug didn't pass away, Carolyn.
Yes, let's not start that rumor.
Right? It was a misunderstanding. Doug is fine. He's well and kicking. The person in chat was questioning about Jose in Summer Wells' case. He passed away. Not Doug. No thanks.
And then they were saying Cher was like, no thanks to whatever the hell Don and Candace was saying.
Right.
Be our friend, kiss our butts, and I'm like, no thanks. The wording.
Why does Dawn always have to talk for Candace, too? When you said, what can I do to get on your good side, Candace? And she was like, well, first of all, and then Dawn has to jump in, just be your friend.
Just
like,
be your friend.
Shut up and let her answer on her own. He was so worried that she was going to say the wrong thing, you know, and he was correcting her. Well, I'm not even mad about that. I'm not her heart. Okay, shut up and quit being so selfish. We need your dad, Cher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to change.
And like Justin said, Candace was always yelling in the background and sounding like him on the phone. I was like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Because she was always yelling in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was all like, I want to talk to Cher. I'm like, let her talk to me. She's being nice.
Right? This is a once-in-a-lifetime deal here. Shut up, Dawn.
Yeah, Don didn't want us to talk.
Uh-uh.
He wanted me all for himself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
He did.
Justin Douglas passed away because I have not. No, he has not passed away. No. It was a misunderstanding.
I'm gonna type it in chat because she may be behind.
Yeah. Damn. Doug's gonna come out of the woodwork now. Like, shut the fuck up,
right?
Right.
I
didn't start it, Doug. I promise.
We've said his name 3 times already. We're
yeah, he's like freaking Beetlejuice.
Right?
It was a big misunderstanding. Yes.
I think someone in chat said that his channel still had the same name.
That's what I thought, but I can't find it now.
Oh.
But I'll look after. I did see him when he was going with Aaron to the Scientology stuff. I was watching him then.
Oh.
But that was actually a while ago. I
think that's
Aaron got arrested.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
That was messed up, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's crazy.
That was so wild.
I'm not an Aaron fan anymore because of what he did to his girlfriend a little bit ago, but yeah. I was
I didn't hear about that.
Upon a time a fan.
I haven't watched him since that.
He used somebody because of who? Well, it's a Miscavige. Started dating her, but was cheating on her the whole time, and she's got like a kid and stuff. And yeah, he was doing her real dirty, and I can't support that kind of shit. So.
Oh, that's not good.
Cheating makes me angry, and to find out that he was basically just wanting to be with her because of who she was, which is David Miscavige's niece, I believe. Yeah. Anyway, that's nothing to do with this, but
right. Different subject.
Well, I think I'm gonna end this one for tonight because we're almost 2.5 hours. Good night, Mimi. And Justin said he loves us and he's having really bad weather, but I said that's okay. We're ending shortly anyways.
Yeah, we get it.
Make sure everyone who's in the bad weather is safe. That's what matters most. Not clicking onto
Said
YouTube.
we're going to
You
get
can
some
always
bad
replay.
weather after midnight, but
I hope not. We just had snow again yesterday. It's gross.
no.
I'm done.
Oh no.
If we were in the aboves, then we're back in the negatives. But it's only like -5, not -40, so I'm fine with that.
Well, I guess that's an improvement, but it still sounds pretty.
Heat wave.
Oh my god. I can't imagine.
Good night, Sabrina.
I think it was almost 80 degrees here today.
Oh my gosh. Not fair.
Dang.
Okay, so I need to find that live of the clips that Mandy took because there was a lot more.
Well,
to
it
that.
was February 7th, 2022 for sure.
Okay.
74 now.
That's crazy. It's 58 here. I think it was around 70 here today, but tomorrow it's supposed to be 44. So, there's that. Indiana, you don't like the weather, blink.
Fair.
Hey, you want a free sauna, come to where I live. You can free sauna
Florida.
every day. Free sauna.
My heart is in Florida. My kids' hearts is in Florida. No fair.
My heart is in Hawaii, even though I've never been there.
I'm not in Florida.
Oh, you gotta go.
I want to go. Hawaii's on my bucket list. We went to Mexico. We went to Cancun. And that was one place that we wanted to go. And then Hawaii's the other. So
I've been to Hawaii.
I know. Shut up. Gosh.
I would not want to live there at all, but
it's expensive as shit.
No, I would not want to live there, but it's very, very expensive. If you were going to go, you go and stay at a resort because, there they can take you on those tours, like on the buses and stuff around, and you have the beach there, you have a luau there. That would probably be your cheapest and best route, is to stay at a resort. From the experience I had, it's beautiful. I would go visit again, but to live there, no, I would not. No.
Interesting.
I do got a friend that lives there and runs an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. And that would be good too, something like that. But their hotels are expensive.
Yeah.
Don't stay in Waikiki. Just saying. But we were in Oahu. We were on military base though, because my son-in-law, we're retired military. My son-in-law is a Marine, so I stayed on base with them. So I didn't have to pay for a place to stay, but I did see how much things cost and how expensive things was. And so, yeah, a resort is the best thing to do if you're going to go somewhere like Hawaii.
Well, that's good to know, because when we went to Cancun, I had earned the trip. I was a senior director with 31 Gifts, and so it's a direct sales company, and I had earned my trip to Cancun so we used that as our honeymoon, which worked out perfectly because we got married 6 days before. So we were there for 7 days and 6 nights, and we were at a resort, and the place that we stayed, they had sister resorts, and we could hop on a little bus and go from one resort to the sister resort. And we did. And the beaches were totally different. Our beach had the brown sand, and the sister resort had white sand. And when we went that day, we only went one day because it was for like the whole afternoon. And the weather was so crazy. Like the sky was the deepest blue, like the background blue on here, the dark blue. And it looked like it was just going to downpour. And it, of course, it met the water. And then the water was like a gorgeous light blue. And the sky above us was bright blue. But it was crazy. And the waves were ginormous. I was yelling at my husband. I was like, don't go out that far. There's undertows. You could get sucked out. Get back up here. I was so scared. And because we had never been to the ocean like that. I mean, I went to Jacksonville and St. Augustine in Florida, but you know, I was right there at the edge of the water. I didn't go out in the water, so it was a little nerve-wracking, but it was interesting. And then some guy was walking around the beach trying to sell marijuana and scars.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was fun. But we didn't spend a dime other than at the gift shop. You know, like all the meals were included. They had restaurants inside the resort, and we didn't have to pay for any of that.
Yep, resorts are the way to go.
Right. That's a resort I've ever been to. So.
Mm-hmm.
And you make sure you smooch the thumbs up. Okay, nobody will look. Just a peck.
Just a peck.
I mean, you can make out if you want to. We won't know because we're not looking. So.
Yeah.
Just
leave
make sure
your
you smooch
DNA.
it.
Leave your DNA. And I will get down so Cher can say good night to everyone. But I hope y'all have a lovely rest of the evening. And please be kind to everyone, everywhere. And please be kind, especially to yourselves. I love y'all. I will see y'all later. Bye, Mandy. Bye, my sister. See you later.
And I'm going to hop down too. And I can tell Cher's away from... Are you back?
No, I'm here.
Okay. So I'm going to hop down too. And I'm going to say, may you have the kind of day that karma feels you've earned. And until next time, I love you bunches. Bye.
Bye, Mandy. Love you. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you.
And Justin was having some bad weather, but we thank him. He's got a lot going on. So thank you, Justin. And thank you, everyone in chat. Members, mods, chatters. Appreciate you guys. A lot more, not allegedly. I'm saying allegedly to cover my butt. A lot more I've got on private for some reason. I guess because I was trying to be besties with Candace. I don't know. But I'm going to find that live that Mandy clipped that last little bit from, and we'll see, because I know there was more to that. But oh gosh. Yeah. There was a lot of cussing in that one. I apologize, but at the same time, I know how I felt then, so I remember it while listening back, and I don't feel sorry for it. Because these sons of bitches are still missing their daughter and just don't care. So it was really hard for me to like try and care for their feelings after, 2 years of that fuckery, or maybe that was like a year at that point, maybe. Not even a year. Did that say February 7th, 2022? Wow. It really did take a wear on everybody. Even the people that won't admit it. It does wear on you to deal with these people. It's dark energy. It's, like Dawn says, it's evil. Hi, Chapstick. Make sure you're on Chapstick's channel. 2/7/22. Yeah, so not even a year. Yeah. And that would be right after Summer's birthday, too. 2/4/22. Would have been her... I guess her first birthday since she went missing. Interesting. Didn't she say she forgot Summer's birthday in that call too? Or was that a different call? And, oh yeah, I forgot. We have 3 channels between me, Mark, a.k.a. Prairie Boy, a.k.a. Mr. Cher, whatever name you know him under, and our joint channel. Yeah. Oh, they spilled over in all of our channels, so I'm gonna have to look everywhere. Yay! That sounds like fun. Molly Golightly's, that's right, it was Molly Golightly's, because I remember her freaking out, like, you don't remember her birthday! Yeah. Wow. Okay, y'all, well, make sure you're subbed to everyone. I'm going to add everyone who is on panel tonight in the description as soon as I end this. They are on my featured, which is called Family Matters. You can find them under there if you're not subbed up, because you see us all up on each other's panels discussing all kinds of stuff. Summer's case, Sebastian's case, other cases. Mandy and Tammie do their spirit boxes and their card readings and all that kind of fun stuff. So make sure. And then Mark, too. He's been, oh my gosh, he is hooked on the Idaho 4 case, like big time right now. We watched a very interesting video today together on it that I'm hoping he'll discuss, but he's going to be busy for the next week or two. But we'll see if he gets some time to come on for an hour or so one night. You guys know if I set it up, he will show. But thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Everyone in the bad weather, please be safe. And I'll see you around these streets. Thank you, mods. Love y'all. Bye.